So two valuable things in the theory Alam Iqbal is talking about. The first is that it doesn't destroy objectivity of nature, so that's a good thing according to Iqbal. But it does destroy the concept of substance. I guess material substance, which persists as a substance as a simple location in space, in the sense that that's the view he said led to materialism. And his problem with the materialism, it's not with the matter, but with the materialism. So what led to materialism, according to him, is a concept of substance, location, or locus, space. This looks like so space is more like a container, and substance is the locus, what Muslim philosophers call al-mahal, locus of. That's what seems like. That's what, and obviously that's locus. That's the Aristotelian view, and for sure, both Locke was influenced by Aristotle, and it seems like Alam Iqbal's view of what classical physics is shaped by the view of philosophers who try to provide philosophical foundation, try to philosophize about classical physics. So matter is this locus, pure matter is this, or substance is this locus, which is the bearer of properties, etc., which change, but the locus itself remains unchanged. So this solidity, and that is Locke's word, which Alam Iqbal uses, seems to be the heart of classical physics conception of substance, and it's ensuing materialism according to Alam Iqbal. And if this solidity, this persistence within a space is transcended, then according to Alam Iqbal, the conception of matter is something which is self-sustaining, also crumbles. So that seems to be his point. But there are several points here which we should note, just at least temporarily, which go against this assertion or this understanding of classical physics. The classical physics materialism is connected to a notion of persistence of something which never changes in space. So there are several points which we should firstly investigate. What is classical physics materialism? According to Iqbal, it's clear, but what it actually is, it related to a conception of substance as something solid which never changes, persists through changes, which is located in space. And thirdly, whether Einstein relativity transcends this notion of substance. Just off the cuff, I'll throw some points and then we will reflect on them probably in the next sessions. Firstly, I don't think substance is a key concept in classical physics. the concept belonged to philosophers who theorized about classical physics. That's my sense. That's the first point. Um, for sure, classical physics deal with matter and forms of matters and different constituent parts of matters, but not substance as such. That's the first one. Second thing is, what replaces it? Well, I'm not sure whether Einstein's theory has any replacement as such, but even if Einstein's theory replaces this notion of matter with events, uh, but a system of interrelated events. Even if it replaces it, system here probably plays the same role as substance in the classical physics. So even if we give Alam Iqbal all his claims, we still have a system, and system is something which provide a grid, at least, through which we can through which we can grid, or a stationary point through which we can understand the relative motions of the things. So even if we give Alam Iqbal all those points, which are themselves problematic, to say the least, and the second point is not clear. So if a space also seems like space is a culprit for Alam Iqbal, because if there is no space, there is no locus in space. So space is effect of matter. So how? So that gets rid of empty space. Okay, the notion of empty space. But how does that get rid of materialism is not clear, because you still, even if you have, you still have matter, and even if this matter is understood as system of interrelated events, that's not going to give you what you are looking for. Yeah. So this is my initial reaction to these 2 points. It doesn't look like it provides any value to Alam Iqbal in a way in which he is trying to portray the theory of relativity. Anyway, I think we still need to think a bit more about these 2 issues. So probably we'll do that in the next session, inshallah. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Wa salli wa sallim ala sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala ali sayyidina Muhammadin wa barik wa sallim. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.